Good morning, and thank you for joining us. This is Leslie with the Wabash County Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with Lindsay and Dave Wilderman and Tina Smith. And today we're going to learn a little bit about what they both have going on in our Chamber Chat segment. Tina, could you introduce yourself and your position and then let us know everything we need to know about what you guys have coming up?
I'm Tina Smith. I'm the administrator at Oakview Nursing and Rehab. Currently, of course, everyone is aware that we have been under lockdown since March 13th due to COVID. However, we just recently got the guidance to do outdoor visits. So we are doing outdoor visits for family and POAs. They are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. They need to call 24 hours in advance to schedule the visits, and of course that's weather permitting. There is a pre-screen that they need to do within the 24 hours, and then we'll screen them when they come. Of course, they need to practice social distancing, bring their own masks. Basically, we are doing it in the guest area back by where the Alzheimer's unit is. There's some tents back there. And each family, each resident can have 2 visitors. So we will go out to their car, screen the visitors, bring them into the area, and then bring the resident down to visit with them. Each visit lasts 20 minutes. And hopefully within the next 30 days or so, the governor will give us a little bit more guidance to maybe open that up a little bit more. But everything is based upon IDPH and CMS, because that's where we're getting our guidelines from. Basically, to keep everyone entertained in here, this week is kind of big for us because yesterday, if you didn't see it, we had Summer Fun Day with a dunking booth and water balloon fight, which they all enjoyed. I was wet, so they always enjoy that. Today, we were supposed to have Gym Nation do karaoke outside, but with the weather, I think we're going to have to postpone that. So evidently, they're going to have to listen to me sing, which is not nearly as pleasant as him singing. And then tomorrow is Carnival. So we're going to have an indoor carnival for everybody. We've got games and prizes, and everyone's dressing up like clowns. So that will be on Facebook. And then Thursday is our big 4th of July parade. So again, we're going to have a drive-by parade. Everybody is going to meet at 1:45 up at college. We've got the police department, EMS, sheriff's department. Everybody's coming in to lead the parade down through. So we're asking all the families to come in, drive by with your signs, just like we did before. And then all of the residents, we have tie-dyed red, white, and blue shirts, and we have also tie-dyed red, white, and blue masks for them. So they will all be in their patriotic colors waiting for the parade.
Tina, will you tell me what time that is again?
Lineup is 1:45, and then the parade starts at 2 o'clock.
Do you wish for us to share that information on our page too?
Absolutely. Anyone that wants to share it, share it.
And that's Thursday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got it.
And then on Friday, I think it's just a cookout, which they always love. So we've got a lot planned for this week. It's just, there's not much that we can do outside. So we're just trying to keep everything inside and keep everyone entertained, and hopefully we'll get some more guidance to lighten things up pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. I've heard some really good things about your outdoor visits. A lot of people were very happy to be able to start seeing their family again. So that is great that you can move forth with that and do it safely to where you're protecting everyone that you have in your care. So very good news.
And we understand that it's really hard to maintain that social distance, especially since a lot of them haven't interacted other than behind basically a door, because that's what it's been. But it is very, very important that they do maintain that social distance. And all of my families thus far have been very open-minded to that. Some of the residents don't understand why they can't touch, but the families, just them being there and reassuring them, hey, I'm still here, it's done wonders for their morale. So it has helped quite a bit.
Great. Okay, Mr. Wilderman, dare we unmute you? Here you go. What do you have going on? I think you're wearing the Vintage Collections hat today.
Yeah, I always preface this by saying I'm Dave Wilderman at Wabash Valley College. I teach business out there, but you're correct. Today I'm wearing the Vintage Collections cap, which I should have brought with me. As you know, after the storm hit our business, it's been it's been exactly 1 year ago. Vintage Collections, unfortunately, ceased business and the building came down. Laura is Vintage Collections. It's not Dave. I'll get her in front of Zoom one of these days. And this past month sometime, there is a new antique mall in town. Its name is Just Around the Corner. It is owned by Jeff and Jason, and it's just down the street from, I guess I could say it's just around the corner of Eclectic or the courthouse. So it's half a block from where we used to be. And it's been open. Laura went in at the direction of Jeff and Jason and pretty well laid out the mall. And a lot of what you'll see in the mall is very similar to what you would see in the Vintage Collections Mall a year ago. There's Vintage Collections, of course, has a very large area in there, her own room. And then there's other dealers in there like Timber Tulips, Maple Hill Restoration, B&C Laser, and there's more. That's a few that I can remember right offhand. And Leslie, what is the grand opening next? Is it next Thursday?
We're going to assist them with a ribbon cutting on Thursday, July the 9th. That will be at noon. And then I'm pretty sure that they have some specials and some fun things planned for the entire weekend. So the grand kickoff will be at noon on Thursday the 9th. And then they'll have lots of other fun things happening throughout the whole weekend.
Hey, thank you. That helped me out.
Yeah.
So I don't know what there is to say, but if you were aware of Vintage Collections, and many people were, it's a little different situation now because we have rented a booth Laura has rented a booth like she rented to other vendors in the past. And it's a very nice representation of the type of merchandise that she carries that's in there. And many of the dealers that were in the old Vintage Collections Mall is in the Just Around the Corner Mall today. So a lot of the people that you saw in the past are back. And her Facebook page has continued. And I know she has lots of followers on her Facebook page. So if you go to Vintage Collections Facebook page, you will see everything that is going on. And she is posting as she did in the past now, so that you can get updates and know what's happening on her page. Anybody have any questions?
Me and Lindsay have been up, and it is wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
We both found some things we couldn't live without. So, but Laura really has a great presence in that new space. She's got a wonderful display. Some things as you first pull in, actually, they set several featured items outside that you'll view. I think it's 117 East 4th Street.
Correct.
Another way of thinking about it is it's across the street from like the police station or the sheriff's department. So if you park there, you'll see it right away. All of the merchandise is kind of out in the front, and then in the foyer they have some other pieces too. And you walk in and Laura usually greets you, and then you kind of wander around and find your way through all of the merchandise. So it is a lot like vintage collections. You just keep going and finding more treasures as you wander. So
Mhm. Very good. You did well, Leslie.
that building was made for that, I think. All the little
Yeah.
nooks and crannies that they have,
Right.
and so it's very nice. If you haven't been by, you definitely need to go and check that out.
That sounded very good. Thank you.
Lindsay, do you have anything to add? I'm gonna unmute you. Tell us what we have going on, Lindsay.
Well, oh, sorry, I was echoing. Yeah. So as you know by now, we were unable to have our traditional Ag Days event like we do every year. The state of Illinois wasn't inspecting rides. So we are fortunate enough to move forward with what we've been calling mini Ag Days. So we had our first event last Friday, the 26th, up on Market Street at Merchants Park, and we had a band. It was out of Providence, I believe. And then we had some food vendors and, of course, the lemon shake-up stand. So we plan to do that again July the 10th from 5 to 9. And I believe Perry Case is the musical guest that evening. So we'll have some different food vendors. We've been kind of trying to give most of our former Ag Day vendors and groups an opportunity to come and set up because we know that's a big fundraiser opportunity for them as well as for us. The Shake Up booth will be there again, of course. And then July 24th, we will also be there with music again and the Shake Ups and some food vendors. And then our final day will be for Walk Up Wednesday, which is July the 29th. And that time is 11 to, yes, starts at 11 until I think we sell out of food. So anyway, that's what we've got going on. We had a really good turnout last week, and it was a lot of fun. And we've, of course, been encouraging social distancing, and we had X's marked on the ground in front of the vendors, and everyone's been spaced out. And I think there's plenty of room up there for everybody to keep their distance. And we've got lots of masks and stuff available too. So, and our hand washing station sponsored by Wabash General Hospital. So that's what we've been up to. So it's been fun. Come and see us.
Everybody loves the shake.
That's right.
Okay, I don't have anything else unless either of you do. Thank you for coming and thank you for the update. And we'll do this more often and see what everyone has going on.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.